Hello friends, this is Umesh. Welcome to my channel Education for All. Today we'll study a interesting chapter that is force, right? We'll study about force. What is force exactly, right? A force is simply defined as a push or pull on a particular object, right? A push or pull on a push or pull a push or pull on a particular object on a particular object, right? When you push a table or pick a book, how many bodies are involved in this process? Generally two bodies. Suppose this is a book and it is on the table, right? When I will push or pull, I will pick book from the table. How many bodies involved in this process? Generally two bodies, table and the book, right? So, at least two objects must interact for a force to come into play, right? Generally, two objects. Thus, interaction of one object with another object results in a force between the two objects. So, we can say that interaction between the two objects, right, results in a force between the two objects, right? So, interaction between two objects to results in a force between the two objects. So then comes to types of forces. Basically, there are two types of forces. One is contact force, another one is non-contact force. Contact force, another one is non-contact force. Right? One is contact force and another one is non-contact force. Right? What is contact force and what is non-contact force? When the two objects are in contact directly with each other, that is contact force. Contact force means two objects are directly contact with each other. Two objects are directly contact with each other. Two objects are directly contact with each other. So two objects are directly contact with each other, that is contact force. Can you give some examples of contact forces? For example, so example of contact forces is walking, running, kicking a ball. Hello, walking, walking. It is contact force. Walking, running, kicking a ball, kicking a ball. These are contact forces, right? Then comes to non-contact forces. We'll discuss. There are two types of contact forces. One is this contact forces is also two types, right? One is for frictional forces, another one is muscular forces, right? One is muscular force, another one is frictional force. Frictional force and another one is muscular force. Right, one is frictional force, another one is muscular force. Muscular force means we can say that muscular force means force applied by the muscles, right? Force applied by the muscles is known as muscular force. Swimming, bicycling, we apply muscles So these are the muscular forces. Internally also, when you digest food, respire, heartbeats, muscles are also involved. When we do respirations, that means respire or heartbeats, muscles are also involved. So these are the muscular force. Another one is frictional force. What is frictional force? Frictional force is the force which tends to stop the moving object or slow down its speed. Stops the moving object. When we do brake, when we are cycling the car or bicycle, we do brake, right? Rolling a ball in a board and explaining frictional force. Suppose this is a board and I will roll this, right? After some time it is going automatically to stop. So these are frictional forces due to some frictions, and in the rough surface there will be more frictions, right? And driving a vehicle on a surface, sliding on a garden slide, right? These are the frictional forces. Then comes to non-contact forces. When the force or object is not directly contact with another object, that is non-contact forces. This non-contact forces is three types, that is magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Non-contact forces are three types. Non-contact forces, these are three types, that is magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. These are three types: magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. When magnet pulls the iron things, right, pulls the iron things or another magnet towards it, they are not in direct contact with each other, right? So these are the magnetic force, right? And electrostatic force is the force exerted by an electrostatic body is called electrostatic force. The attraction of paper to a changed scale by rubbing to hair, right? So some examples of electrostatic force is balloons get attracted to another balloon when one of them are rubbed with the hairs, right? Then gravitational force, force applied by the earth on all the matter in the universe, right? Force applied by earth on all the matters of the universe, that is gravitational force. Whenever you throw any object in the sky, it eventually come back. When ripen fruits are falling down from the tree, these are the due to gravitational force. You must have heard that one time Newton was sitting under the apple tree and apple fall down from the tree. So Newton thought that why this apple falling down. By his thinkings, after that he became a great scientist and he discovered the gravitational force. So that is gravitational force, right? This is the story about gravitational force, how Newton discovered gravitational force, right? So non-contact force means when the bodies are not in contact, right? And when the bodies are in contact, that is contact forces, right? So this is all about the force, types of forces. So in the next class, we'll discuss another topic. Thank you.